If you lost your job, this video is for you. Alright, so first off, collect your final paycheck. Before you leave your job, make sure you know when you are receiving your last paycheck and how it will be delivered to you. In some states, employers are required to pay it immediately. In others, there might be a lag. If you have not yet been informed, ask about employee benefits and when you will receive your last paycheck, how much it should be, and what will be included. You may also be entitled to accrued vacation, sick leave, overtime, or back pay when you lose your job. You also need to maintain health insurance, whether through your now former employer or another marketplace, and this one's big. Your former employer may provide benefits coverage for a set period of time after your employment ends, but they are not required to do it. If you lose your employer's plan, here are some options to consider. The Consolidated Omnibus Budget Reconciliation Act, also known as COBRA, gives employees and their families who lose their health benefits the option to continue group health benefits provided by their group health plan for a limited period of time, typically 18 months. Group health plans, which cover 20 or more employees, are required to provide COBRA benefits. In at least 40 states, there are many COBRA laws that apply to smaller companies, usually those with between 2 and 19 workers. The employee is responsible for the monthly premium payment at up to 102% of the cost of the plan. At many companies, health insurance is subsidized by the employer. That means that employees do not pay the full amount of the plan's cost when they're employed, but only a portion, or in some cases, employees do not pay for the insurance premiums at all. So, COBRA payments can be quite costly compared to the coverage that workers receive through their employer while still employed. The benefit is being able to maintain an identical level of insurance while searching for new employment or determining your next steps. You will not need to switch doctors, and the cost of your prescriptions will also remain the same. Another option under the Affordable Care Act, the ACA, is the government's health insurance marketplace, which allows you to shop for coverage in your state. The passage of the ACA in some ways diminished the importance of COBRA because the ACA provides a relatively easy way for individuals to purchase health insurance. It is possible that buying insurance through your state's healthcare marketplace will be less expensive than sticking with your employer-based health insurance. Now, prior to the ACA, COBRA was also an important benefit because it guaranteed continuous care. This factor was important for people with pre-existing conditions who struggled to find insurance coverage. Under the ACA, though, no one can be rejected or charged more for health insurance because of their health. In addition, premiums for seniors can be no more than 3 times as much they are for young adults. You can apply for ACA health coverage in any of these ways. Easiest would be apply online. Visit healthcare.gov to get benefits through the ACA Health Insurance Marketplace. You may be redirected to your state's marketplace website from there. Or you can use a certified enrollment partner's website. You can use the website of any approved enrollment partner, say an insurance company, to apply and enroll in a marketplace plan. You can also contact the marketplace call center. A representative at the marketplace call center, this is 800-318-2596, can help you fill out an application and enroll. You can also mail your paper application in. You can send that paper application via mail and wait to receive your eligibility results in 2 weeks. In addition to healthcare, if you also had an HSA, the health savings account with your former employer, these funds in your HSA are always yours to keep, regardless of your employment status or insurance coverage. That means, if you change jobs or health plans, you can keep your HSA and spend your funds on qualified medical expenses as usual. Nothing really changes there. You can also continue to contribute to your account as long as you meet IRS rules for eligibility. Basically, if you're still enrolled in that high deductible plan through COBRA or the next plan. If your employer or health plan was paying some or all of the monthly administration fees for your account, you will become responsible for those fees in most cases. You can also consider moving the HSA to a new provider if you find a provider that offers lower costs or better options for your situation. As a reminder, an HSA is a tax-exempt savings account that you can use to save for and cover the cost of eligible medical expenses. With an HSA, you can set aside money for healthcare costs as a withholding, which can then be deducted from your income on your tax return. This is similar to your 401k pre-tax withholdings, in which money withheld from your paycheck is set aside pre-tax and therefore reduces the amount of adjusted gross income used to calculate your tax bill. The funds in your HSA then grow tax-free, similar to the 401k, and you can then use them to pay for eligible medical expenses. In a normal brokerage account, you would owe taxes on any gains from investing. If you like this video and want to see more of our content, hit subscribe right now. We'd really appreciate it. Let's talk about the 401k rollover considerations. If you had a 401k at your former employer, there are 5 main options that you can choose from when trying to figure out the best thing to do with your old 401k. First is, you can just keep your old 401k with your former employer. If your ex-employer allows it, you can just leave your money right where it is. This is by far the easiest option when you leave your employer, but that does not mean it is always the best option. Another way to say this is, the path of least resistance rarely leads to the best outcome here. You should only consider this option if your ex-employer gives good investment options and then charges reasonable fees. And if that's the case, then okay, it might make sense to leave them in the old 401k for the time being. But there are some downsides to this option as well. Many plans do not allow you to ask the plan administrator any questions after you leave, so you'll have to bank on not having any issues with the plan. It just could be harder to get communications regarding the plan because often news is distributed through, company email or Slack channel, so it's just harder to get in touch with the admin. Many ex-employer plans also charge higher fees for ex-employees, so make sure you check the fee schedule before deciding to leave those 401k funds right where they're at. Another option is to roll your old 401k into an IRA, individual retirement account. This option is popular for many investors as it allows you to consolidate your retirement accounts in one place. Many traditional IRAs have more investment options than 401k plans. In all likelihood, you have a choice of mutual funds or ETFs or stocks from one particular provider. However, with an IRA, you can invest just about anywhere and you're likely to have more types of investments to choose from. Another option is to roll your old 401k into a Roth IRA. If you're in a low tax bracket this year and want to take advantage of this, you could roll over that 401k to a Roth IRA and then take the tax hit now. You would be taxed on the full amount according to your marginal ordinary income tax bracket, but would not be penalized the additional 10% as this is considered a Roth conversion. So if you don't anticipate getting a new job for the rest of the year and your income might be low, this could be a good option to explore. Another one is to roll over your old 401k into the new employer's 401k plan if you get that new job. And a rollover into your new company 401k plan might be the easiest option for you if you can't keep the funds in the ex-employer 401k. You'll keep all the money in one place with your new 401k, which can then be great for simplicity and just consolidation. Lastly, you could also cash out your 401k. If you take the money out of a 401k before retirement age, 59 and a half, the IRS will hit you with that 10% bonus penalty on top of the taxes that you're already owed. In addition, you could lose any potential appreciation over your working years, hitting that retirement nest egg really hard. So instead of taking this option, just consider rolling your funds into your new 401k and then see if your new plan allows you to borrow against the money in the account. Many 401k plans do allow this, but it depends on the plan. In general, if you have been laid off from your job through no fault of your own and meet any other requirements for collecting unemployment in your state, such as work and wage requirements, you should be eligible for unemployment benefits. If you were terminated for cause, you might not be eligible for unemployment, but guidelines vary, so check with your state Department of Labor for information on qualifying for benefits and how to file a claim. And if your claim is denied or contested by your employer, you will also be able to file an appeal. So make sure you check on the unemployment benefits eligible to you. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Tony from Wealthfront. Take care.